Hello there and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech for your daily dose of the latest gaming news. My name is Amata. Today is the 15th of June and I have some news concerning Battlefield 4 as DICE General Manager Karl-Magnus Troedsson has confirmed that Battlefield 4 will not support user mods and he confirmed this at E3, but he did say that future Battlefield games may do so, and he did acknowledge the significant demand for mod support. And he had this to say: "We get that question a lot. I always answer the same thing, and then the community calls me bad names. We get the feedback, we understand it. We also like to see more player-created content, but we'd never do something like this if we feel we couldn't do it 100%. That means we need to have the right tools available, we need to have the right security around this regarding what parts of the engine we let loose, so to say. So for Battlefield 4, we don't have any planned mod support. I have to be blunt about saying that. We don't. Although, as I did mention earlier, he does have hopes for mod support in future Battlefield titles. But it is something that we are thinking about for the future," he said. "Where we are going with the product, etc. So user-created content is something that's very interesting to us." And when the person that was speaking to him asked him to elaborate, he said this: "When we think about Battlefield as a franchise, moving forward, it's a big franchise. And we're talking about this almost as strategies for the company, where we're going, what we're trying to do with the franchise, etc. And this is definitely one of the areas that we've been discussing quite a bit." So there you have it. It's not exactly surprising news. As far as I'm aware, Battlefield 3 didn't allow any modding, so it shouldn't really be a huge surprise that Battlefield 4 is following in the same stead. And it's a bit of a shame. I mean, just yesterday when I did the reveal video that Metal Gear Solid 5 will allow users to create their own missions, I speculated and gave my opinion that in my personal opinion, modding is a really important part of gaming, and it's a really, really good way to basically get a lot of years out of your game just by encouraging the community to come up with their own interesting, unique ideas. Because sometimes you get a breakout hit. I mean, the reason we have games like League of Legends and Heroes of New Earth is because of modding, if you think about it. And then of course there's DayZ, so many mods for Minecraft, you'd be there for like 5 years naming them all. Amnesia as well, it's a huge modding community. StarCraft has got a pretty big modding community, and these are all games that have been around for a long time, but people are still playing them, not just because the games are good, but because people are modding and coming up with new ways to play, new ideas, new missions, new mini games, what have you. And I feel it's a shame that they're not going to support it this time round. Although having the appropriate security, so forth and so on, that is a reasonable argument to make. To be honest, I'm not going to say that he's being unreasonable, because he's not. It makes perfect sense that if you're going to support it, well, you need to support it. You need to go whole hog and just go all out with it and make sure that it's set up properly, which is cool. And I understand that. That's fine. If they haven't put any work into that Battlefield 4, they don't want to try and shoehorn it in now. But all we can hope for is that they do include it in future titles, and I do think it's a good idea to allow modding on your game, especially for the PC. It's a pretty big thing, at least in my opinion. I should probably do a whole video on this actually. It's quite an interesting topic that I feel warrants some discussion. But regardless, that's me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do hit me up with any comments and thoughts, and do check out our channel. We have videos every day for you guys, and our website over at redgamingtech.com, and we've got a load of news over E3, so if you're still catching up from the plethora of news, we do have an E3 playlist. Anyway, as I said, that's me done. Thank you again. I'll see you next time.